Hello everyone. For today's video, I will be demonstrating to you on how to use the Canvas quiz. Ang Canvas quiz po ay isa sa mga feature po ng ating Canvas Learning Management System na pwede nating gamitin to conduct either a formative or summative test or even a survey to our students. So paano nga ba ito gawin? Just click any of your course because every course there is a quizzes po or quizzes po natin. So you can see here on our course navigation menu that we have the quizzes po. So makikita nyo yung quizzes dyan. I-click nyo lang po yan and it will direct you to the interface for quizzes. You can see here the readily available quizzes that you already created. But if you will be creating a new one or a blank quiz, just click the plus quiz dito. So kapag i-click nyo po, it will direct you po on the canvas on how on our quiz. And the first thing that I suggest you to do is to rename your quiz so that hindi po siya unnamed quiz lang po yung pangalan. So, ang makikita nyo po dito, it, this pertains to the details. When we say details, pwede nyo pong ilagay dito ang inyong instructions and other details po. So, mamaya, i-explain natin yan kung ano yung mga pwede nating i-consider sa mga details po natin. But for the meantime, let's go to the second button, the questions. Here on the questions, dito po natin lahat gagawin yung ating mga quizzes. So, you can create your new quiz, new question group, or even find a readily available questions that you already created. So for the meantime, let's explore the new questions. When I will be clicking new questions, it will direct you to a text box entry. Dito nyo po itatype yung questions ninyo. And then good thing, you can format the text. Like for example, ang question natin is mathematics, blah, blah, blah. You can format the text of that, enlarge, or pwede rin i-change yung font style natin. You can bold. So parang yung mga word processor din lang po na ginagamit natin. And then, if you are a math teacher, you can maximize this button where it can direct you to insert a mathematics equation. So for the meantime, let's try to look at the different type of questions na pwede. So we have a multiple choice until the last button. So isa-isahin po natin i-explain yan para alam natin kung paano ito gamitin. So for the first one, let's try multiple choice. So ang multiple choice, you have a question and then you have a choices. So for the first one, halimbawa ang question ko, what is or which of the following is an even number? So this is your question. And then on the next part, you can see here a correct answer or possible answer. Ang ilalagay natin sa correct answer kung saan sa mga choices ang correct or ito yung parang key answer mo. Halimbawa, ang key answer ko is 2. Tapos, ang mga possible answers, these are other choices na hindi po correct. So, that's the multiple choice. And then, after you created your choices and then you identified already kung ano yung correct, you can also give feedback. Meaning to say, kapag ang answer nila is 2, ano yung i-feedback mo? So, pwedeng very good. Then click done. How about if yung mga remaining, ano naman ang pwede nating i-feedback? So, pwede dito na i-explain mo kung bakit hindi siya even. 1 is not even since it does not end either 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. So, pwede rin yung i-explain dito so that the students will know why their answer is wrong, for example. And then, yan, you can repeat the same process with the others. Warning, make sure to click the update question. Kasi kapag hindi nyo po i-click, hindi po masasave yung question po natin. So yan, when we update, we have already a question. Now, you want to preview it na kung saan makikita mo yung choices, you can click that and then makikita po dito yung correct answers. However, if you want naman kung paano yung itsura nito in student's view, what I can suggest you, i-click nyo muna tong save. By the way, warning, pag sinabi mong save and publish, automatically masisave na to and then makikita na ng mga students mo once they will be accessing the quiz. But if you will click save, pwede ito na hindi makikita ng students mo because it's not yet published on their Canvas module. So for the meantime, i-save po natin. Ngayon, going back, paano natin i-check kung paano itsura nito? We can click the preview. So kapag i-click natin yung preview, ganito po ang magiging itsura ng questions po, ng question number 1 natin sa Canvas ng ating students. Now, after you preview it, you can keep editing this quiz again para po naman dagdagan natin ng mga other questions. Ngayon tapos na tayo sa ating first one, which is multiple choice. If we will create another question, just click new question. And then this time naman, try natin ang true or false. So alam natin ang gamit ng true or false. Halimbawa, ang question ko, 2 is an even number. By the way, you can also add points here kung ilan yung corresponding points ng bawat questions. So kung alam mo na ito ay 2 points, you can put 2 points here. And then here, it's either true or false. I-click mo lang yung arrow para makita kung saan dito yung correct answer. Same manner, you can add comment if you want to add comments. And then update question. Don't forget to update the question. And then you can proceed to another question. But then again, if you want to preview it, just click save and then click preview. Ngayon, tingnan natin kung paano yung itsura. So, preview natin. Ganyan po ang magiging itsura po ng ating quiz kapag nakita ng students. The next one, let's try to go back again to questions. Gawa ulit tayo ng another question. But this time, ang question na gagawin natin ay fill in the blank. Okay? Pag sinabi mong fill in the blank, ano kaya yung ilalagay nila sa blank? So, for example, same yung question natin, 2 is an, and then meron ka pong blank dito, number. So, on our given, wala pong correct answer, di ba? Kasi po, ang fill in the blanks, this is an open-ended or a subjective type of question that their answers may vary. Wala silang pagpipilian. But what I want to emphasize here, you will put your answer, possible answer na correct. Like for example, even. Now, warning, ang ating Canvas po ay hindi case sensitive po siya. Meaning to say na kung ang tinype ng bata ay big letters lahat, kahit na even yung tinype niya, it will be wrong. Baka marorong po. Kaya pwedeng gawin natin, we can explore or put other options like even or di kaya naman capital letter yung una or uppercase lang. So, pwedeng ganyan po yung gawin natin. But, syempre, matrabaho, di ba po, kung you will give all the possible answers with different cases. Kaya, I suggest, if you have an agreement with your class already, pwede mong i-note dito, use uppercase only. Ayan, para may impact, in-uppercase ko na rin pati instruction. Para po mawarningan yung bata na ang i-acknowledge na answer is uppercase only. But you can still do that one para makamamaya yung bata nakalimutan yung instruction, at least mare-recognize yung answer. Update po natin yan. So, i-preview natin kung paano itsura nitong fill in the blanks naman. I-save natin. Then preview ulit. Ayan po. Wala pong choices na true or false, but they will key in their answers when they will see this button. Okay po. Now let's go explore another type of questions on our Canvas quiz. Yan, click natin ulit new question and then fill in multiple blanks. Okay. Ano naman ang pinagkaiba dito sa fill in the blanks? Ang fill in the blanks, it will only require one blank. Yung one blank lang, ang one answer lang or one question, basta yon. Dito sa multiple blanks, you will be considering two or more blanks na i-fill outan nung bata. So, gaya ng example dyan, roses are color one, violets are blank. So, dalawa yung choices or dalawa yung i-answeran nila. How we can do that one? This is how we can do it. Like for example, ang sa 2 is instead of blank ang gagawin natin, instead na blank, what we will do is to create a bracket. So, on your keyboard, try put the bracket. And then, pwede nang ilagay natin is answer 1, meaning to say, this will be their first item to answer. So, blank is an blank number, while 5 is an, and then another blank na naman, answer to number. Okay. Bakit po naglagay tayo ng bracket? On here po kasi makikita natin yung mga variables natin. So answer 1, yan yung nandito, answer 2 naman yung pangalawa. What does it means? Ano yung possible answer natin sa answer 1? So alam natin ang answer is even number. So they will put even number. Then again, sabi ko, you can put other possible answers pag yung mga bata, yung tinatype nila, it's either a large uppercase or lowercase lang. So meron na tayong possible answers for answer 1. So ano naman yung correct answer natin dito? Alam natin ang correct answer dito is 5 is an odd number. So the possible answer is odd and then odd. Now, update natin yung question. You notice that there is a blank here. Ay, meron tayong answer 1 and then answer 2. Pansinin ninyo to itong question natin. Paano kayang itsura nito kapag i-pre-preview ng student or pag magkukwis na yung student natin? So, save muna natin. I-preview natin ulit. Ayan po. Makikita ninyo na wala na po yung variable natin, napalitan na po siya ng isang blank. So, they can answer here what is the correct answer for a multiple fill in the blanks. Let's go. Keep editing. Okay. Now, what if dahil meron na tayong ganito, pwede na natin tong i-delete. So pwede po natin tong i-delete itong item na to. We can delete this. So edit po natin. Or pwede rin po natin siyang yan, we can delete. So are you sure you want this question to be deleted? I-press mo lang po yung okay. By the way, ang hindi ko pa po na-explain, we can drag our questions kung gusto nating rearrange po yung mga questions po natin. So, pwede pong gawin. Another one, new question tayo ulit. Ano naman itong multiple answers? Okay. Sa multiple choice, ang pinagkaiba po ng multiple answers sa multiple choice, yung multiple choice, isa lang po yung correct answer. Ang multiple answers, meron po tayong either one or more answers. Okay? So yan po yung gamit po ng ating multiple answers. Kung more than 2 yung answer, then we can use multiple answers. Like this one, which of the following is or are even numbers. So dahil po gumamit tayo ng is or are, there's a possibility na 1 yung answer or correct. So pwedeng 2, yung mga choices natin, di ba? Ang choices is 2, 4, what else? And then 5, and then 8. Ngayon, how can we translate those 4 and 8 as correct answer? Di ba alam natin na ang even numbers are pwedeng 2, pwede ang 4, pwede rin ang 8. I-click nyo lang po itong button, itong arrow dito para yung possible answer maka-convert into correct answer. Okay, kuha po. That's how we can create and then update po natin. Save ulit, i-preview natin. Ang kagandahan kasi ng preview para alam nyo po kung paano yung itsura nito kapag they will be answering. So, pwede pong hindi natin siya i-drag. By the way, you can click question 5 here. Ayan po. If they will be clicking, pwede po na more than 1 yung i-click nila. Compare dito that you cannot click one item. Multiple answers here. Isa-isa lang po. So that's the difference between uh, a multiple choice and a multiple answer. So let's go back to our question. Marami na tayong na-explore. Another one is the multiple drop down. Okay. Ang multiple drop down naman po is that they can answer a particular, halimbawa magkakaroon ka ng fill in the blanks ulit. There is a fill in the blanks, but this time may pagpipilian. Gamitin natin ito. 'Di ba kanina itong multiple blanks, magla-blank siya, ikaw yung magta-type ng answer. Pero what if ang gusto mo, mag-fill in the blanks ka pa rin, but merong choices. So, i-compare natin mamaya. Kung ito kanina, gamitin natin same yung ating question. So, copy-paste natin. Ayan, makikita mo another variable. This time, ano naman ang correct answer? Magpipili ka, is it odd or even? So, alam natin ang correct answer dito ay even. And then add. So, no problem with the possible answers na iba-iba yung font kasi meron namang pagpipilian na. And then punta tayo sa isa, answer number 2. So ano naman ang answer natin dito sa number 2? So this time it's an odd number. And then anong other answers? By the way, you can add other answers kung gusto mo na mas maraming panggulo. So, save natin. And then, i-save natin para matingnan kung paano yung itsura nito. So, recap lang. Yung multiple blanks, they will be the one to type the answers. In the multiple drop-down na notice ninyo, they will be selecting among the following choices given. Okay? So, ang multiple drop-down, pwede siyang gamitin kung one question, meron kayong two sub-questions. Okay? So, pwede po natin itong gamitin. The next one, ito gamit na gamit itong next question natin, matching. When you see matching type, ima-match natin yung column A sa column B. Pwedeng-pwede rin po dito. Yung parang one question, matching type po yung gagawin. Ngayon, ang purpose nitong blank canvas sa matching type, it will serve as your instructions. Dito nyo ilalagay lahat ng instruction ninyo. So, put here your instructions on the matching type. And then on the column A, like for example, in column A, meron akong ginawang question na kanina. Ano naman, ang left side, it pertains to the situation or the sentence at ito yung answer niya, corresponding answer niya. So dito naman, try natin na these are numbers ending with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And then anong correct answer dito? It's odd numbers. And or di ko yun naman, these are numbers with more than one factor. So this is called the composite numbers. Tapos ano naman ang these are numbers whose factor is 1 and itself. And this pertains to a prime number. So, pwede po natin 'tong gawin, matching type kung marami tayong gustong ipa-match. Now, you can add a distractor. Ibig sabihin, 'di ba, on the principles on creating a matching type test, dapat meron tayong isang distractor. So, halimbawa, ang distractor ko dito, I call it the perfect number. So, ito yung panggulo na choice po natin. So, perfect number. And then, update natin yung question natin. Again, save po natin para ma-preview natin kung anong itsura po niya. So, yan po. They can choose here kung ano po yung correct answer ng atin. Napapansin nyo po na na-random rin po yung mga pagpipilian nila. Kasi kasi hindi na random, alam na nila na yung una is yung correct answer. And then napansin niyo that there is also distractor here. So that's how we can maximize the use of the matching. And here you can see here the instructions or pwede rin yung title ng matching type ninyo, you can put it here depending on what you want to do with the text entry of the matching type. Let's go now to the next one. We will add again another question. Okay. But before that, nakita mo na we have four na sentence dito. So, pwede nating gawing 4 points yan kung gusto mong gawing 4 points yan. Para pag correct nilang lahat, ibig sabihin that na automatically 4 points yung katumbas ng correct answer niya. Okay, so update question. Now, let's go to other type of question. Tapos na natin ang multiple choice, true or false, fill in the blanks, drop down. Let's go to numerical answers. Yung numerical answer, ito yung parang they will be putting their answers, pero alam natin nang nagiging problema, baka mamaya hindi exact yung value na nakukuha, or di kaya naman meron lang point something, like the correct answer is 90.05 pero yung answer is 90.06. So, gusto natin na i-consider dito for the reason na may margin of error lang naman nakalaan. So, if that is the case, we can actually use the numerical answer. So, halimbawa, what is the value of 0.25 plus, or what is 0.04 plus 0.1? Palitan na lang natin. 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.3. Anyway, any questions can do, pero example ko lang po yun. You have options here. Ang gusto mo lang ba i-consider ay exact yung answer? So kapag exact yung answer, ano yung ang correct answer nito? So ang correct answer nito, pag i-plus natin, 2.5 plus 2.3, that is 4.8. Ibig sabihin, ang correct answer niya is 4.8. Exact po yung answer. But there is a option here that with a error margin. When we say error margin, ano pa yung pwedeng itatanggapin na answer? So kung ilalagay natin 0.1, ibig sabihin yung 4.8 mag-plus ka ng 0.1, that's 4.9, ika-consider na correct pa rin yung 4.9. Or pag mag-minus ka ng 0.1, that will become 4.7. So, pwedeng i-consider rin ang 4.7. Yan pong ibig sabihin ng margin of error, na any number above 0.1 or 4.8 na 0.1 yung margin of error, still considered correct. But if you don't want that to happen, since mathematics is an exact number, then you can specify an error margin of 0. Another option is in the range. When you say range, ano yung ating pagitan. So ang answer sila magfo-fall dito sa 4.7 to 4.9. So any number that will fall within this range can be correct. Yan yung sabi ng answer in the range. Yung answer in precision, ilang significant digits ang ika-consider natin. So mapapansin nyo, pag itatype po ang 4 dito, so it will only acknowledge for significant digits na answer ng ating given. So, numerical answer is very powerful, lalong-lalo na kapag nagpapasolve tayo ng mga math problems na kahit na may problema sa rounding options, rounding off nila, it will be acknowledged. Update natin. And then next one, yung formula question po, it's a more on advance. Ibig sabihin ng formula question, halimbawa meron kang papasolve na math, and then iba-ibahin mo lang yung isang number doon para magkakaiba sila lang makuhang number. Like for example, si student 1, 3x plus 1 yung isosolve, si student 2, 3x plus 2, si student 3, 3x plus 3. Tas magkakaiba sila ng isosolve, pero mache-check pa rin ng ating Canvas yung formula na yon. So that's more on formula. And then essay question naman, of course, basically ang essay question, they can compose their answer here. What you will be typing here is just the question, like from what is the difference between even and odd number. So they will just type. They will just type the essay. And ang file upload naman, kung alam mo po na yung mga students mo ay mag-solve, halimbawa sa akin sa mathematics, I require them to show their complete solution. Kapag ang gagamitin nila is yung equation form, baka mas mahihirapan sila ito. So, math equation, lalong-lalo na mga iba, mobile phone lang yung gamit. Kaya ang remedy niya, you can actually use file upload na you will put here the questions. Like for example, put your questions here. And ang pagpapasa ng bata sa question na to will be uploading their answers. Tignan na po natin kung paano yung itsura po nito. File upload. Preview po natin. Then again, pwede natin i-search directly yung question dito. So, pag nandito yung question, choose file lang. So, i-upload lang po nila from their local devices kung ano po yung answer nila dito. Okay? And then another one, oops. Another one on new question, ito po, text no question. So when we see text no question, pwedeng ang gamit lang nito is just to provide an additional instructions within your document. Pwede rin po ito. Like you give another instructions here on our text with no question. Wala silang gagawin dyan, babasahin lang po nila. That's the purpose of text with no question. Ayan, tapos na natin ang mga different type of questions. Ang question ko ngayon, are we going to implement all in just one quiz? The answer is no. It will depend on what type of questions you are going to create and what are suitable questions for your group or for your students. Now, after we are through with this one, you notice that there is a new question group. Okay, ano naman tong new question group? Ano naman ang purpose nito? Ang purpose nito is gusto mo na yung isang question dito sa quiz nila, magkakaiba sila ng sasagutan. Okay? Like for example, itong paka-11th question ninyo sa Canvas, gusto mo na random yung maibibigay na question sa kanila. Okay? So, pwedeng-pwede po ito. Like for example, gawa tayo ng new question group. Like for example, uh, ang pangalan ng grupo is even or odd. You can label it and then create group. Okay, by the way, edit natin, meron kang bank dito ng questions, ilan lang dito yung ipapa-answer mo. So, pwedeng isang question lang at 1 point per question. Update po natin. So within this group, you can add question. So limbawa, pipiliin ko muna is true or false. Tapos yung unang question ko, 6 is an even number. So si student 1, pwedeng ito yung may lalagay sa kanyang question. Sa question number 2 naman, halimbawa ang question number 2, 5 is an even number. So ang answer natin dyan, false of course. So update natin. Now, napansin ninyo that within this group, there is two questions already. Hindi po yung dalawa ang maa-answeran nila. It's only one of these questions. Because ang ating group, isa lang po yung question na mapipili from this one. So, mararandomize depending kung sino yung estudyante mo or sino yung estudyante magte-take. Pansinin natin, remember the question, 6 is an even number, yung isa is 5 is an even number. Save natin. I-preview natin yung paka-11 question. Ayan. So makita nyo sa 11 questions, yung unang nagpakita, 6 is an even number. Wala po yung isang question. So sa student number 1, na-assign sa kanya ito. So try natin na i-edit natin yung question. And then i-save natin ulit. And then mag-preview tayo. Halimbawa si student 2 naman ito. So student 2, nakita ninyo, nag-iba yung question number 11 natin. Okay? You can maximize this one, lalong-lalo na kung alam mo na ang students mo they are cheating or di kaya naman yung estudyante mo nangongopya ng answers ng other classmates na naunang nag-test. So you can do that one. You can maximize the new question group. Okay? And then finally the find questions. Yung mga natapos mo ng questions ay pwede mong i-add dito. Okay? So that's find questions. These are your test banks. Save po natin ngayon. Kaya tapos na po tayo sa ating questions. I-edit natin. So tapos na tayo. Now let's go to the details. So questions, dito mo ilalagay lahat ng mga possible na papa-answer mo. Ang details, here you will put the fractions. Tapos on the quiz type, we have here the graded quiz, practice quiz, graded survey, and ungraded survey. So, di-differentiate po natin itong mga ito. Ayan. So, ang grade quiz, practice quiz, graded survey, and ungraded survey, ito yung mga 4 types of quizzes natin. Pag sinabi mong graded quiz, graded for correctness, a column in automatically created in the Canvas gradebook, and each question has a point value and correct answers. Meaning to say, na yung score nila dito ay magpapakita sa kanilang gradebook or considered siya na nakasali sa grading ng bata. Yung practice quiz naman, no tie to the Canvas gradebook. Hindi po siya may sasali sa grading ng mga bata, but you can still has a point value and correct answers. So, quiz pa rin po siya. Ang difference lang po niya, hindi siya kasali doon sa grading system. Bakit po may mga ganito? Pwede po na ang gamit ng practice quizzes for formative assessment just to check if they learned something on the discussion or not, na hindi naman kailangan na bigyan siya ng grade. That's what we call practice quiz. Ang graded survey naman, graded for completion, a column is automatically created in the Canvas gradebook but question have neither point values nor correct answers. Recommended for question with no correct responses. If we are gathering data from our students na kung saan required nilang answeran ito, halimbawa may pinasurvey kayo sa kanila na kailangan yung responses nila, graded survey po yung pwede nating gawin. But if wala naman na purpose yun na i-gradean siya, then proceed to ungraded survey. So now, dahil po ang gagawin natin are mostly created quiz, kaya ang ating setup muna is graded quiz. Assignment groups, so default po yan. Yung shuffle answers, kapag multiple choice po, ibig sabihin na yung mga choices niya will be shuffled. kumbaga magkakaiba po yung itsura ng mga answers or choices ng every student. So usually I click the shuffle answers. Unfortunately, sa Canvas po, we cannot shuffle the questions. Only the choices. The time limit, it's very important kung ilang minutes lang po ma-accomplish. For example, on my case, usually ang aking exam is 60 minutes. Kaya pag natapos na po nila yung 60 minutes, automatically po mag-close na po siya. Automatically na finish or not finish, pass your paper, ika nga. Allow multiple attempts. This one is applicable if you are doing formative assessments only. Pero kapag hindi po siya for only one take lang, uncheck nyo lang po siya. And then another option on the details po, let students see their quiz responses. Incorrect questions will be marked in student feedback. I always uncheck this for the meantime. Okay? I uncheck this for the reason na kapag kasi nakita na nila kung ano yung correct at yung wrong, baka i-feedback nila sa mga other classmates. But okay rin po siya na i-check pa rin, but i-uncheck nyo po itong let students see the correct answers. Okay? So, it's on your strategy. Pwedeng i-check nyo at kailan magpapakita, set a date kung kailan magpapakita yung answer at set a date kung kailan nyo i-hide yung answer. Okay? Now, ano naman tong show question one at a time? Okay? I-save muna natin. Tignan natin mo yung questions para ma-appreciate natin yan. If we try to preview the quiz that we created, all of the questions can be viewed in just one browse. Correct po? But if you don't want that to happen, click show one question at a time. When we see show question at a time, preview natin ulit, save natin. So makikita ninyo, one question lang at saka magne-next ka to proceed to the next question. Yan naman po kapag gusto mo ng one question at a time. And then meron siyang sub na option, lock questions after answering. This option is they can view the questions only once na hindi na nila pwedeng balikan. Like for example, i-save natin ulit kung paano yung lock answering option. So yan, merong warning once you magpapakita po yung warning. Once you have submitted an answer, you will not be able to change it. You will not be able to view the previous question. So mag-warning sa kanila. Kaya kapag nag-answer ka na dito and then in-next mo, hindi ka na po makakaback. Okay? That's how lock answering questions will look like. And then this one, this is my favorite. Yung require an access code. Yung kahit po na ma-view nila yung quiz, kailangan po ng code. Sino magbibigay? Depende po kung anong gusto nyong ilagay na code. So, pwede nyong ilagay yung code ninyo. Depende kung combination of numbers or ano. Like for example, that one, demo quiz 25. Kaya kapag yung bata, i-view nila yung kanilang document or i-view nila yung quiz, hindi sila makaka-proceed unless there is the code. Ita-type nila yung code. Ginagamit ko po ito lalong-lalo na po kapag we have this midterm exam or we have this prelim exam na no permit, no exam muna, na kung saan ang bibigyan ko lang muna ng codes are those students na meron ng permits. Okay? Ang filter naman po, filter IP address, ito po yung parang i-restrict mo lang kung sino makaka-access ng quiz. But since it's distance learning, I suggest you not to check this button. And then assign to, merong due date available from and until. Now, I know that your question, meron ka na nga lang sir time limit dyan. Bakit ka pa maglalagay ng due date available from and until? Okay. Ang difference po nito is yung time limit, it only pertains na kapag it's start exam, 60 minutes lang yung duration. Yung itong assign, availability, it pertains na kailan lang mag-o-open itong quiz. Anong particular day lang mag-o-open 'tong quiz. Okay? So, for example, I will be opening it tomorrow and then ang due date niya is today rin lang ng afternoon or tomorrow rin lang ng midnight. And then ang until kailan niya ito huling ma-view, usually kapag quiz I always end it also with the due date. Kung anong due date ko yun yung until ko. But if you leave this kasi na blanco lang, pag we say blanco, wala kang ilalagay dyan, na kahit po anong araw, as long as hindi pa sila nag-take, ma-access pa rin po nila yung quiz. Na kahit po October 17 na, they can still access the quiz. Ang purpose naman ng due date po kasi, para lang po mabigyan ng warning or reminder yung bata na sa to-do list nila na ang kanilang quiz sa inyo is on October 16, 2021. So due date is very essential so that you can remind your students. And then try nating i-save how it will look like. Okay? Ayan na po. Makikita nyo po dito sa right side. Ayan po. Once na I-started, nagra-run na po yung 60 minutes ko. Okay? And then the students can now answer, etc., etc. Now, when they will be taking their quiz, what is your role as a teacher? So, what is our role? Ngayon, pag nakapag-quiz na yung mga bata, habang nag-quiz yung mga bata natin, like for example, on October 16, ang gagawin po natin, pwede nating ma-check kung sino na po yung mga nag-answer or sino pa po yung hindi naka-answer. Paano yan? Just click the moderate this quiz. So on your quiz po, you can see here, you can moderate. Makikita mo dito kung sino pa po ang hindi naka-answer, ilang minutes lang po nila tinapos, ganun po. Now, what if, sir, paano kung may bata ako na kung saan yung nag-attempt siya pero accidentally lang po siya nag-attempt, hindi po niya sinasadya. Eh alam natin na one attempt lang po yung ibibigay natin. So makita like this one, on the first one, nakatest na siya kaya wala na siyang attempt to take the test. So how can we help the student to take the test by giving him an additional attempt na hindi rin hindi makikita ng other classmates na may additional attempt sila. So parang gusto mo lang is si Abalos Joshua lang yung mabibigyan ng attempt. To do that, click this one, change user extension. You can give extra attempt. Okay? And then, i-save mo po. So yung 0 kanina, nabigyan na po siya ng additional attempt. So pwede po natin tong gamitin, lalong-lalo na po kung may mga batang aksidente lang po silang nakapag-click ng submit icon. So moderate the quiz is very essential to give an insight on who already took the test or who took the exam or to give additional attempts to a particular person. Quiz statistics pertains to your overall performance of your students. So, pwede mong i-explore yan kung gusto mo. Pwede ring item analysis. I-generate niya po yung item analysis or student analysis. So, I think that's it. That's how we can maximize the Canvas quiz. I hope that you learned something today on my discussion. So, see you again when I will be discussing other features of Canvas. Goodbye, everyone.